Hi there and welcome back to Toni's Garage. Another episode where we will unbox another cool model cars from Spark. So let's begin. And we will start with a Red Bull Oracle one, because here we have the Spark edition of the 2022 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix Oracle Red Bull Racing RB18 that was driven by Sergio Perez and that started from the pole position, and it has a very cool design. I'm a big fan of Formula 1s from 2022 and 2023. It is not a big difference when it comes to design between those 2 years, but from 2021 to 2022, well, the design has changed quite drastically. That being said, this is the beauty. As you can see, that specific Oracle Red Bull livery with awesome details. Quite difficult for me to describe what type of details this model car has compared with the others, because from my perspective it is simple, top-notch model car. Pirelli P0, if I'm not mistaken, those are the soft tires, but I might be mistaken. Very aggressive look, very awesome looking air intakes, Oracle logo on the back wing, and Sergio Perez inside of the car, because these models have the driver inside of the car. So very cool model car from Spark, nothing new here. And since I presented the 2022 model car, 2022 Formula 1 car, let's see a 2021 Formula 1 car also. This time, this is an Alfa-Romeo from the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix 2021. So the last race from 2021 and the last race of Kimi Raikkonen and Antonio Giovinazzi. Now I have the model car of Kimi from Mini Champs, and this is the version of driven by Antonio Giovinazzi. I don't know if you are familiar with that race. First of all, this is the design of 2021. As you can see, it is quite different compared with the one from 2022. Awesome Alfa Romeo livery. I'm a big fan of this kind of livery. And if you are not familiar with that race, at the end of the race, or at the beginning of the race, the guys from Alfa Romeo modified the liveries for both drivers, and they added a message right here. For Kimi, they added "We will leave you alone now, Kimi," because this is something that Kimi always wanted. And for Antonio, the message is "Grazie di tutti, Antonio." So as you can see on the side of the car, very cool gesture and very cool livery, and awesome details on this Alfa Romeo model. Unfortunately, Alfa Romeo is not very successful in Formula 1, at least not at the moment, but at least the model cars look absolutely great. One thing that you need to pay close attention if you are going to buy a Spark model with a modern Formula 1 car is that the Formula 1 is almost as big as the stand, meaning that you need to be very careful when you put the plexiglass on the stand, because if you are going to put it starting with here, then you will hit the back spoiler, so back wing. So you will need to put it from here very carefully in order to make sure that you will close the plexiglass without damaging the model car. Cool. Next will be Lamborghinis. Awesome. So a GT3 Huracan from Konrad Motorsport. You've seen a similar one in the last clip, but this time we are going to present the version from 2018 from a limited edition of 300 models. This is the number 158, as you can see here on the stand. Lamborghini Huracán GT3, Konrad Motorsport, from the 24 hours of Nürburgring from 2018, and you'll also have the list of the drivers on the other side of the other part of the stand. Awesome details, very aggressive front of this Huracan, quite a typical Konrad livery, very similar with the previous one. Gran Turismo on the windscreen, awesome details whatsoever, very cool exhaust pipes. I'm a big fan of those yellow headlights that you are usually seeing on the Nürburgring race. Also, you can see the air intakes that are very detailed on this model car, so something very cool. And if now we had a Lamborghini that went to Nürburgring, we need to move to the other part of the world, because the next Lamborghini went to Bathurst, or Mount Panorama in Australia. One of my favorite circuits. On the other hand, when I used to play Gran Turismo, that was one of my favorite circuits. Nürburgring as well, but Nürburgring is quite long. But the one from Mount Panorama is absolutely gorgeous. Well, if I'm not mistaken, this car, that is the team is called Wall Racing. Well, quite interesting name, having in mind that this car ended up in the wall in Mount Panorama, so don't know what to say about that. Very interesting livery. You need to pay close attention to it in order not to get dizzy because of those white lines, but awesome details. Very aggressive looking Lamborghini, same as in the case of the one from Konrad. Awesome Pirelli P0 tires and with those sporty rims. I really like that small paint of color on each rim. Very cool aspect. White roll cage with very nice interior, but unfortunately you are not able to see it in great detail due to those very small windows. This is a limited edition of 600 pieces and this is the number 252. Cool. Now let's move to a road car, but as fast, even not in some cases faster than those Lamborghinis, because this is the Pagani Zonda F Spyder from 2006. Very cool looking car with absolutely fantastic details. As you can see, it has a white and black color combination, but that black is actually carbon fiber. Awesome details. The interior is top notch, extremely well done. Also those signature exhaust pipes in the middle and the signature headlights, of course, being a Pagani. Great details on the interior. Huge brake discs with some very stealth brake calipers, but very nice rims and awesome design on those mirrors. Absolutely gorgeous model car. You are also able to see a slight peak on the engine through that engine cover. If I'm not mistaken, this is an AMG engine, but I might be wrong. But from my knowledge, Pagani Zonda had an AMG engine and they moved to their own engine with the Huayra, I think. Going back to a legend, this time from Le Mans. It is the winner of Le Mans from 1966 with a very cool looking Ford GT. This is the Ford GT40 MK2 in this legendary black livery with the number 2 on it and with those fantastic bronze rims. Awesome details. As you can see, that grille in the back is very detailed. Awesome exhaust pipes. The interior, that vintage interior from 66 is very well made by Spark, of course. As you can see, awesome details, driven by McLaren and Amon, as you can see also here on the stand. Top-notch details on this model car. I have absolutely no complaints regarding this. I have the Mark 1 from 69 from Spark that made the models for Hakete, for the Japan magazine collection, and you can see that the details are not as obvious as in this case, but for this model car, fantastic looking details. You also have, if you are looking inside, you can see the gear shift. You can see lots and lots of details that you shouldn't expect to see on such a small car. Cool. Moving back to a road car, this time I will present a British one, a very cool looking Morgan. Morgan is not a brand with lots and lots of models, but it is quite an exclusive one. Now this one has a catch because it is a Morgan Aero Supersport, or basically the sported version of the Aero 8. So it's a 2010 car with a design from the 40s. Look at it. Absolutely gorgeous design on this model car. Huge rims with those huge brake discs and brake calipers. You'll have the exhaust pipes on the sides of the car. I need to fix this better on the stand. Very cool Morgan specific front. Very clean design in the back, and since this can be fitted as a convertible as well, I say Targa more than convertible, because I also have the roof right here, so I'm able, if I want, I'm able to place the roof and it will look like this. Nice. But if I'll take it out, you are able to see that interior quite well. That brown leather looks absolutely gorgeous. You'll have lots of details on the interior. Absolutely fantastic looking model car. Great design from Spark. As I discussed already, Spark is a manufacturer that does some top-notch products. I'm a big fan of their model cars. And to be honest, I'm quite pleased with their prices, because even if they increased the prices of their model cars, they didn't make such big increasements as the competition, and they kept the quality. So top notch, good for you Spark, keep up this great work. Another Huracan, because since Spark made a lot of racing Lamborghinis, I wanted to have them all. I soon realized that they made a lot more Lamborghini Huracans than my wallet was able to keep up, but nevertheless, this is from 2019 from 24 Hours of Spa, Huracan GT3 Evo, number 198 from a 300 limited edition, in a very cool green and orange livery. As you can see, very aggressive front, specific to Lamborghini. That back is quite a signature back for Huracan. Awesome details, the same type of white roll cage inside, similar type of Pirelli P0 tires. Well, you are already familiar with this type of model. The only big difference is the paint job. So great stuff Spark, great stuff Lamborghini. Nice, good. Now we'll have a car from Pikes Peak, the Bentley Bentayga, that achieved the SUV production record time on Pikes Peak, and it made it special in this very cool Pikes Peak livery, sponsored by Mobile One. Great green looking Bentley with awesome details, well, something specific to Spark. You'll see here, well, when he participated to this competition, and that he had the time of 10 seconds 49 or 10 minutes 49 seconds 902 milliseconds. You'll have racing seats that are visible inside the car. You'll have a roll cage also visible inside the car, but you need to pay close attention because all of them are in black. Those gorgeous black and green rims are absolutely fantastic. You are able to see through them. Those very big brake calipers and those Bentley those very big brake discs and those black Bentley brake calipers. Awesome grille with the number 8 on it. If I'm not mistaken, the number 8 was the first Bentley 3 liter that won Le Mans, hence the number. This is quite a nostalgic number for Bentley. Absolutely fantastic details. It has a combination of green with that Pikes Peak livery and with fiber carbon. Awesome. And of course, to my joy, awesome looking exhaust pipes. But you all already know that this is something that I specifically want to see on the model cars. Cool. And the last model of this clip, now we will move to a German that is the favorite of Yakuza. But joking aside, this is a very cool looking Mercedes-Benz S-Class that unfortunately is one of the, well, fortunately is one of the very few models that I have from Spark that has slight damages. But in this case, this one looks like it has a lot of paint rash on it. I don't know if you are able to see on camera, and if you are not able to see, well, that's better. But in real life, as detailed as this one is, and if you've seen some Japanese movies or documentaries, you will agree with me that Yakuza used to have this car a lot. But nevertheless, you'll have some slight traces of paint rash all over the bonnet, all over the hood and the roof. So unfortunately, this is quite a damaged car. But if you are going to look at it from the vitrine, let's say at least 1 meter or 2 or 3 foot at the distance, feet, not foot, then you'll have no problem because you will not see that paint rash. That being said, the interior is very detailed. You'll have that gray leather and brown or wood ornaments on it. So quite decent details, something specific to an S-Class Mercedes, even if we are discussing about a very old one. Good. And with that, we ended up the fourth part of this cool Spark unboxing. We have only 2 parts left, but also with very cool model cars. So thanks a lot for watching and stay tuned for the next one. Cheers.